A quarter coming down, and then they're only feeding it with 1 inch. Who did this flipping job?
That's
Huh?
the Solmier.
Look at that's 1.25 inch going up, right? He's got 4 zones. How come so many zones?
It's a big house.
4 zones, and he's only feeding it with 1 inch. That's not right. Look at it. Should be 1.25 inch, right? And then he drops it to 1 inch. That's not right. Who did this job?
Solmier Oil Company.
Yeah, hacker. That should be full size 1.25 inch going down. I mean, I can leave all that, and we can put a. If I do the boiler, I gotta clean all this up.
Yeah. Do you want to replace it with this right size pipe?
Has it been heating the house okay?
I use coal all winter in the main house. It hardly runs them. As far as heating goes.
Got 4 zones. 4. 1, 2, 3, 5 zones. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zones. I mean, that 1 inch isn't enough for that. How big is how many square feet is the house?
About 3,000.
Yeah, 2,000. I mean,
No, it's 3,000.
Huh?
3,000.
3,000. It's a big house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be at least 1.25 inches coming down.
Okay, why don't we figure out?
I mean, let's clean that up at least.
Yeah,
this should be
change it out.
this should be 1.25 inches.
Yeah.
I could cut that. I could take this off
Right.
and put it to there, and then that should be
And
1.25 inches also. I got to put an 1.25 inch by 3/4 T, 1.25 inch. This 1 inch isn't enough to feed it. Not for 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, well, some days somebody's not going to want to run a coal stove all winter, so it's got to be able to heat the house. You
Yeah,
know?
so you got a couple options. I mean, the boiler's still good. If it was me, I would clean up the piping and do a storage tank over there, and we could just cut this. We could cut this and cap that off, and then it won't leak. Because right now the coil's leaking. It's building pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's already up to 30 pounds there. And you shut the feeder off. You shut the feeder off, and you got a relief valve, a new expansion tank, so it can't be that.
Right.
You did shut the feeder off?
The feeder's on right now.
Oh, okay. Why did you turn it on?
Well, I just wanted to see if it was going to climb back up, because then that would have told us that it's this stupid thing. Right? If it's building up pressure again, once I drained it down, that means there's something clogging in there.
No, once you drained it down, I wanted you to shut that off and leave that off.
Okay.
If you shut that off and leave that off, once you drain it down, it shouldn't build up to 30 pounds. If you turn that on, if the coil's bad, it's going to feed in.
Right, and the pressure would go
Or
up.
it might be this feeder. That's why I wanted to shut that off so we can see if it's the feeder. Shut that off, drain it down, right? Drain it down, and leave it off. Listen to me. Leave that ball valve off. Now, if it builds pressure again, then it's the coil.
Oh, okay.
It might be this feeder that's bad.
Okay.
It's either the feeder or the coil. So now that you got this off, right? Drain some water out of that to 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And then run it for a couple of 3 days.
All right.
And see what happens.
Yeah,
If it builds pressure up to 30 again, right?
Yep.
Then we know it's the coil.
Okay.
If it don't build pressure, then we know it's this feeder, which is an easy fix.
Okay. All right.
So I told you to shut that off, but you turned it back on.
I turned it back on just to see what was going to happen.
All right, so what I want, leave this ball valve off. I don't want you playing with that.
Yeah.
Take it down to 15 pounds.
15. All right.
Take it down to 15 pounds. Is that hooked up?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Where's it going? Into a
Right
bucket?
here. Yep.
All right, hang on to it.
Okay. So.
You ready?
Yep.
A little more. All right. I'm right about a little bit under 20.
Okay.
I'm gonna move that where it is. It might go up a little bit, but nothing crazy. You take a look at it where it is right
Yep,
there.
I can see from
Now what I want you to do is leave the ball valve off, right?
Yeah.
Don't play with the ball valve. You got a bucket under the relief valve.
Yep. Yep.
All right, and then come down here in a day, and if this starts climbing, we know it's the coil's bad.
Okay.
If this climbs to 20, 25 and then goes back down and doesn't go to 30, then we know the feeder's bad. That feeder, which is an easy fix, right?
Right. All right. So what I could do is I'll just give you a call in a couple days.
And there's no other water hooked up because all this shit's off, right? You got all this shit off. Or it's not hooked up, or you got it disconnected.
It's disconnected.
It's all disconnected from the.
Yeah.
And that used to go over to.
Well, the cold stove used to be over there, so it was over there running on a.
Oh, through the coal stove.
A
Yeah.
loop, yeah.
You'd be flipping steam boiling out of that fucker.
It got it hot.
All right, so good thing I come over here because you were a little fucked in the head here, doing shit wrong, right?
Guess so.
All right, you see where it is.
Okay. I see it.
Now you understand what I said on the phone.
Yep. Yep. Got it.
Let's hope it's just that feeder, because then that'll be an easy fix.
All right, and then so yeah.
All right, so what I need to do is find out the size of the boiler. Oh, it's a big boiler, man. I wouldn't want to change this, and I think we're better with the storage tank and leave this thing alone because it's a big monster. Do you want me to clean up the piping?
Yeah.
I mean, I at least come up with 1.25 inches and then feed it properly. Wow. Who the fuck does? What if we could shut this off too right here? See, this is the feeder. This is the water going in, and then you got another one over there. You got two of them.
Yeah.
So if you have to change that, you got isolation valves on both sides.
Right, and just come right out and boom.
Take it out and replace it, and then you're good. All right, so we got purge stations. We got purge stations there. I got a purge station there. I got a purge station here. Everything's got purge stations.
Yeah, I made sure they put enough in there so I could isolate it and do stuff.
All right, so we're gonna let this ride for now. So it's been a little while since I did the burner service on this fucker. What are you gonna wait for it to get full of soot?
No. I clean it. I cleaned it out every year.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I replaced the nozzle and
All right.
check everything, blow it all out.
Man, you stay busy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So look,
3 hours.
that feeder's been on for 3 hours.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Well, if the coil was leaking, it's hard to say.
Yeah, some things are just gotta play by ear.
You got the new tank. You might need a bigger tank. Was there a number 60 in there and you put a 30 in? Was the other tank bigger?
No, the other tank goes right here. Same tank.
What kind of relief valve did you put in? Did you put a 15 or you put a 30 pound? You put a 30 pounder
Yeah.
in there. Why is it got a ball valve on the fucker?
So I can change that out if it goes bad. Without
Yeah, but don't leave that off. That's illegal, you know.
I know.
Huh?
I know. It's illegal if you shut it off. I use it just to change that valve out.
Yeah, it's a four section. It's a good sized boiler. It's a 4-section peerless rear flue.
It's not a cheap boiler.
No, especially now with the tariffs.
Oh God.
25%. Fucking
Really?
shit's going through the roof.
Where are those made? Not in this country?
Well, fucking everything's got tariffs now. That's gonna be a problem. Everything's so high
because
now.
of parts and stuff that go in them, and why would they put a tariff on an American-made product?
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
It's kind of scary. All right, so we're gonna let it ride for now.
Yeah, let's